Hello, Brother Munro here. Welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts and to the Imperial Austrian campaign, where a few months have passed since the end of the war. I have been trying to build up a naval funds cushion, but I keep getting events that mess it up. Anyway, our economy is back on track. We are growing nicely. We're the largest economy in the world, although not actually an especially big one by the standards of UAD. We have a reasonably sized fleet, and our likely opponents are probably going to be Britain, America, France, Spain once again. Probably France first, depending on what happens. All of them look relatively vulnerable, less so the United States because they still have 100% army logistics. They also built 9 battleships, so we're gonna have to play things carefully. I'm sending a ship off to go and take Samoa because we've got a conquest mission. But other than that, things are quite quiet. We also now completely control access to the Med, which is very nice indeed. Right. What I want to do this episode, first of all, is I would like a new battlecruiser. And I would like a battlecruiser 4, which has been added to the Austro-Hungarian roster, because otherwise they don't get a battlecruiser in this time period that's any good. So yeah, battlecruiser 4. We also have our modernised dreadnought hulls available. But if I'm being honest, although these are fun, really, are they what we're wanting when we can build something that's fast and generally superior? I don't know. Like these can be huge. Maybe they'll be good for invasions, but they're fat and they're slow. Anyway, battlecruiser 4. Is there a flat-nosed one? Yeah, or flat-backed one. Probably stick with the 15-inch. We do have a few Mark III large guns, which means I do need to refit our old armoured cruisers, which I'll also do this episode. I think we'll stick with the 15-inch gun. And we'll go triples. I think that'll suit the battlecruiser quite well. Yeah, it's got a stepped hull, but it's got a very small quarterdeck at the back there. So I think it'll be fine. Or it's just going to be entirely taken up with the rear tower. Can we get one that actually fits on the back? No. Fine. Go like that, and then have that gun down there. Okay, and then I think probably 6-inch guns. Could have some triple 6-inch, but I'll probably about 4s. No, they don't fit in that slot either. 3s? 3s. So I've got a bit of a tertiary battery going on as well for shooting up transports and DDs and the like. Okay, let's stick a funnel on. Speed. I'd like to push it to 30. If we can. We do have the new Oh no, we don't have double geared steam turbines yet. Fine. Turbo electrics. It's not looking too shabby so far. 15 inch, 45, 6 inch. Can we make those 50s? Want as much range on your secondaries as possible usually. Okay, 3. Armouring, this is going to be tricky. We're already at 94%. Because I'm going to want... Yeah, I'm probably going to want a 15-inch belt. With like 16 on the turrets. I'm going to want... probably a 4-inch deck. 5 on the turret tops. 4.5 belt is going to be probably 3-inch. Something like that. And the deck's splinter proofed with 16 on the tower. And then 3, 1.5, and then we would want layers as well. And all this is too heavy. By a fantastically enormous amount. But that's fine. Build the ship you want, and then backtrack. It's not a bad way of doing things. So our previous battlecruiser was the Dominion, which has 8 14-inch guns and is 28 knots. Okay, let's slow you to 28. First off. Let's drop the extra fuel. Standard bulkheads. Turret armour. Tower. I'm already using the 3 enhanced. So I'm not going to save too much getting a smaller one. Yeah, maybe we trim the armour a little bit. Let's go 15. What? 15. And trim this to 14. Let's go all or nothing. And reduce that. Reduce deck armour a teeny bit. And then let's reduce this down to like 3.1. Now we're at 10% overweight. Okay. We could change the guns out. We could go for a Renown type build. %. Okay, that's what we need to do. It's a little bit less than I was hoping for, but again, 34,000 tons, full load displacement, 6 15-inch guns, 28 knots, and pretty good armour. Seems about right to me, so I'm not going to complain too much. Let's see how many of these we can actually build. I decided to build 4 of these. That's maybe one too many. But I think that's my best bet, is to build 4. Yeah, now I'm going to cue the music. And I'm going to refit all of these ships. Do you even still have one of those? But yeah, I'm going to make sure that everything gets refitted. I think as well, yeah, there were a couple of endurance class that missed getting their refit. So we want to make sure that gets cleared up. But yes, all of these ships, not the Contemptor and the Overlord, although we do have the Mark III 12-inch, so yeah, those, I think, do we? No, we don't. Okay, so yeah, not those, but everything else. So the Ambitions, the Oberons, Adjudicators, Strela del Mar, the San Pietro, San Giovanni, the Aggressors, and I think the Dictators as well, because we have the Mark... Well, we're about to get the Mark 4.8s, right? Yeah, Mark 4.8. So I won't do any of the ones that run 8-inch guns, so... Sorry, San Giovanni. Sorry, Dictator. You'll get them later, but I'm going to do all the others. But I'll do that as a time-lapse, as that's probably going to be just a lot of me saying the same stuff. Okay, it's sometime later. We now have the Mark IV 8s as well. Overall, refits have been going okay, I'd say. I'm assuming turbo electric is going to be the lightest 78, but double geared, yeah, it's a slow ship. So turbos. So I'm going to do this one with the commentary, just to let you know what's going on. And then I'll go back to not commentating on refitting all of the 8-inch armed ships, of which we have a few. The battlecruisers are going well. We have unlocked some new ships, so I'm thinking about doing even more designs, but I'm not quite sure what yet. No oxygen torps. Oh, no. The coincidence. Prefer coincidence. RDF. Upgrade mark. Oh, no, the hideous attack. Why are they? No! Okay, maybe not doing that. I didn't realise they were these hideous lozenge guns. Right. By any means necessary, they must have quads. The only acceptable gun model. Maybe it's because it's an Italian ship, originally. I don't even know. You're getting standard bulkheads and quads. Okay, I hope the others are not like this. Okay, welcome back. It's war with the French, because of course it is. That's fine. Let's check in with them and see how they're doing in terms of their army logistics. 20%. Okay, good. Is anyone else likely to come in against us soon? No. I have some battlecruisers over here dealing with this, but they should be done very soon. France does have one territory over here, which I could go and take, but I'm actually going to throw everything at northern France instead. So we're going to take the dreadnoughts over there. We're going to take any... well, we've got some... send some armoured cruisers with them. For backup, we've got the pre-dreadnoughts, which are, well, not pre-dreadnoughts, but the other ships which we'll send out. They need some escorts. Have we got any lying around? Yes, 3 cruisers sitting there. Oh, they're all being refitted still. Send a Dauntless. And then lying down here, yeah, two cruisers. Off you go, and a destroyer. And we're going to try and hit northern France. That's the plan. We're also going to send everybody onto sea control. Boom. Okay, let's see if we get a battle. Of course we're going to get interrupted. Fuck's sake. Okay, fine. However, that's fine. We can beat up the Americans, probably. 14-inch Mark III, that's good. We also have the 12-inch Mark III, so there's more refitting to do. But now all my ships are going to be busy for ages. Because, yeah, I want to take northern France. Should be able to take it in 2 turns. We might be able to attack southern France if we get a bunch of port strikes off. But I'll probably just have to wait for the army to do it. So we'll take northern France, and because the US has decided to get involved, we're going to go grab Venezuela, and then we're going to attack Maine. And then we'll leave the Imperial Guard to attack the rest. And we will blockade the French into submission, I think. Because they are already blockaded, which should make their army logistics crap. Yeah, 7%. Whereas the Americans still have an army logistics. So we need to smash their fleet. Or I have to deal with Britain. Well, fine. Okay, at least they're all coming at once. Jesus Christ. Okay, it's starting to lose transports again. That's not good. Let's get funding for transport replacement up. Cut research funding a little bit. I mean, we do have a large fleet, and everything is on sea control, but we're still losing transports. Because the AI has like 1 destroyer in the sea region or something. However, next turn we should take northern France. I'll then... Okay, Wales is small enough that we should be able to just... And so is Liverpool. We can send this fleet to go and do that. And we'll send the big one to go and attack Maine. Oh, we're going to need everything. I think we're going to need everything. So we might as well hit Wales and Northern England simultaneously. Or we can actually hit Belfast as well and deal with all that. And then we'll go over here and hit Maine. Well, we actually have convoy battle against the Virginia, an Oklahoma-class battleship that has quite a lot of stuff, but it's slow, and I've got a bunch of destroyers, so I actually kind of want to see if I can have a go at it. Because why not? Could be great, could be terrible. Yeah, we'll land troops in England. We can always clean up the Shetland Islands later on. But yeah, I think if we're putting some pressure on them, the fact that Paris has fallen is pretty much great. We can just wait for the Imperial Guard to take the rest of France. Yes. Okay. You two get going. You lot attack. There's a firestorm in there. Detach. Go. Right, all torpedoes off. If you have them. Because this thing is potentially very interesting. A couple of 7s in the middle. Interesting. Does have some armour. Not the best. And yeah, it's quite slow. So you never know. We might be able to get some torpedoes on it. So I kind of want to threaten with the 2 cruisers. But I don't necessarily want to engage until the battleship is in some way dealt with. First on D13. Target the battleship. You may fire. Torpedoes away. Smoke and retreat. Wait. No. Pause. Just D13 do that. You two. Onwards. Battleship. Normal. Battleship. Normal. I know I'm not getting in super close, but it has enough secondaries and the transports have enough stuff on them that getting super close seems like a really bad idea. But, you know, a hit. Any hit. I'll take it. Right, back you go. D7. Probably the next one that's going to be able to fire. Or not. Firestorm, have you fired? You have. Get out. Smoke. No, you're going to sink. Wasn't keeping a close enough eye on her, I don't think. D18. Ooh, gee, Jiminy Crickets. Fire that. D7. Right. The battleship. Right. You lot. You're also allowed to torpedo. Don't even know what kind of torpedoes you have, but you are allowed to fire. Good. Pull back. Yeah, it's just these with these ones. Oh, that torp's getting a little bit close. Ah, see, I did. Oh, it did hit, but we lost. It was a dud. Yeah. This one's look not too bad. Right, you've fired. Mexican ships. I wonder who. I'm assuming they're originally French. These. Oh, she took a couple of torps there. From the Magini. Amazing. And another one. From the D18. She's got quite a lot of flooding on board. Right, all ships are fired or have been sunk. Another torpedo hit. Another one forward. Good, keep up that flooding. I seriously doubt this is enough to sink the Virginia, but she's certainly been hurt. Oh, that'll do. Took a big old chunk out of her health. A big old chunk out of her ammunition. Enough that I think we can probably close in a little bit with the cruisers. If not to sink the battleship, which is probably unlikely. I'm assuming they're going to get a hold of that flooding now. She's pretty badly damaged, so we can probably sink the transports with the cruisers. And then if we have any firestorms that... No, they're one shot, aren't they? But we can sink the convoy at least. Go. Oh, sending a few shells the battleship's way. Maybe if we get lucky, get out a couple of floodings, be able to sink it. Shoot off some secondary guns, maybe. Circling. Finish those transports off. Oh, don't like that they've got their main guns firing at all. Thought they were flooded so much that they wouldn't be able to fire them, but apparently they can. Now the question is, do I think I can take out that battleship? Probably not. But we can probably at least unload every shell we have into her. Sometimes it hits something vulnerable. Slowly chipping away at his secondary guns. Hits the superstructure. think most of the secondary guns are actually out of action. Just her mains seem to be firing. Yeah, look at that. Casemates seem to be operational, but not firing. Flooding, that's what we like to see. I'm going to double back. Flooding, that's good. 16% float, 15, 14, 12. No, going back up. And the bucket man. Flooding hit though. And these are their last dry compartments. 5%, 4, 3, 2, 1. Got him. Okay, Lucen and Cora Newberg. You are getting stars for that because that is. Although I know it was the destroyers, I'm pretty sure. Okay, D7 did get a hit in, but it was a group effort. But yeah, the cruisers were the ones who came in at the end and actually sunk the thing. Maybe D7 and D13 should get awards as well, because that is crazy. Right, I'm going to have to remember all of this, which is pretty hard. I will try my best. Anyway, with that insane victory, I'm going to end. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon for some more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Bye for now.